That might have that burp might have been live. I don't know, Tony. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? As the setting sun falls into darkness in Madison, Wisconsin, the shadows will entice you to dance, and I will invite you down a rabbit hole with me here tonight. An hour of the unusual, the unexplained, and dare I say it, the unimaginable. I'm eager to begin, so I hope your doors are locked and all your lights are on. Let's get started. It is a great night to be streaming, everybody. Hello, and welcome to all who are tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. We are live from Madison, Wisconsin. This is Squatch Squad Live on May 8th, 2021, 6:01 p.m. I am your host. My name is Sandra. If this is your first visit here, we take these topics seriously. So please respect that. If you act up or misbehave, you will be booted out. I have a couple of shout outs and I have a graphic I need to get ready to bring up here. Bear with me, please. I know. Shout outs to Rosundo, Jojo, and Ricky. All the mothers out there who are and will be happy Mother's Day for tomorrow. Um, I may have family that actually watch this show, so if you're out there, hi. Guitar Hack, Jimmy Bean, and Judy Hall are love and prayers to you. Brett and Bonnie Essay run the Garden Tractor Days in Portage, Wisconsin this year, July 8th through 11th, 2021. If you are in the area, please stop by. It is fun for the entire family. It costs $5 to get in. All money, all proceeds go to the World War II Museum and is all donated, and it is ran by Brett and Bonnie. Veterans can tour for free. I've taken the tour of this museum twice. I recommend it highly. If you are in Wisconsin, please check it out. Portage, Wisconsin, July 8th through 11th. We will be there Thursday through Sunday. Just look for the Winnebago and old Sears tractors. That will be us. Um, Put that away now. Go sub to the Jimmy Dore Show. Please stop by the gift shop. Hit that PayPal link if you are feeling kindness in your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, the star of Show Me Your Pick and Halenville Live, Mr. Fruitcake Tony.
What's
hey,
happening?
hey, man, how are you?
I am I am excited to be here.
How are you doing? We were talking backstage, the second jab. What's that been like for you?
The second jab.
Second
Well,
jab.
um the arm hurts like hell, like it did on the numero uno jab, and like I was on that shot.
They didn't
I'm
do the same arm, did they?
no.
Okay.
Uh, other other arm kind of still hurts too.
Yeah.
That's been a month ago. Yeah, but no, I'm sick
I
as
seen
hell.
somebody walk or something walk in the background there in case it's paranormal or one of your
That's my
kids.
son now.
Okay. Just wanted you to know I was aware.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No. But no, I'm loading up on Tylenol. So
Right. Right.
um. Yeah. Rock and roll.
All right.
Yeah.
The car shopping is over.
The car shopping is over. Yeah.
And he got a Datsun 380ZX or what was it, a
No, a
Mazda
a
787.
a Datsun. My first car was a Datsun B210, and yeah, I was yeah.
My
Oh
very
Lord.
first car was a 75 Triumph 5-speed.
Ah.
Yeah, it didn't last very long. And after that, my dad got me a 71 Monza. And that was kind of a cool
Mm.
car. Yeah.
He got a Mazda. A
All
couple
right.
of years old, a white Mazda. So
Should last
he's a
forever.
happy kid, and
Cool.
yeah. So yeah, yeah.
And catch us up on your Barky. I'm not sure if people are aware of what was going on with the
Yeah.
Barky.
Well, one of my wieners had hernia earlier in the week,
Thank
last
you, Quentin.
weekend. I carried her in early Monday morning, and they did like emergency operating on her,
I know what
and
that's like. You're freaking the fuck out.
yeah,
Yep.
she spent the night, and
Aw.
she's got to wear that cone head thingy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, she
Yeah.
does not like
No.
that shit. No,
Nope.
no,
Well, no,
no,
I
no,
wouldn't
no.
either.
Um,
Nope.
but yeah, good. Otherwise, it's been a heck of a week. But hey, we
Yeah.
have made it to the weekend,
We
dude.
have. It is
Good to
sad.
see you.
Tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Mother's
So
Day.
happy Mother's Day to all those that are and will be in the chat. And otherwise, yeah, make sure you call your mom tomorrow. Tell her that you love her.
Hmm.
Uh, who's in the chat? Who do we got?
Let's see. Jeff K, Hugh
Hey, Jeff.
Caldwell,
Hey,
Dwight,
dude.
the Hitman Bailey,
Hey, Quentin.
Quentin,
Quentin.
Quentin in the house.
Quentin, this is a nice chair. I should have bought one a long time ago. If you have a chance to get a gaming chair, get a gaming chair.
Nice to see you, Q, and Emmett, and Todd,
Yes.
too.
Hashtag we love Emmett
Yeah.
Tide. And
Um,
subscribe to Q2. QTWO. Q2.
yeah, I'm just learning about that channel,
Because we
Q.
were talking
She
about
told
that
me
backstage.
backstage you got
Second channel.
another. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Cool.
So go
Yeah.
sub, people. Go sub to Q2.
We'll be checking it out. Quentin, Hugh Caldwell, Jeff K. Am I missing anybody?
Hey, Jeff. Bumblebass.
Bumblebest, yes. Nice to see you.
Lenny Lou sent her regards early. She will catch the replay. We love you, Lenny Lou and Mary.
Hey,
Love you,
Keith
ladies.
H.
Yeah, and Keith H. I
Yeah,
don't see Sean Beerbrower. Usually Sean's in the chat, but
he'll,
hopefully Sean's
he'll
okay.
be he'll be right along. He's
He's probably tending to his garden.
wiping his mouth and
He brought me
opening up
made
the fridge. He'll be right
Sean
here.
Beerbrower actually stopped by last weekend. And I was under the notion that we were just gonna put a couple of tomato plants in buckets, but he came with wood. We made raised beds. I now have a raised bed tomato at the end of my garden. It's nice, and he had 4 plants that he brought, so it should be pretty cool.
Nice.
I mean, he brought the fertilizer, and it just it was like, holy fuck, thank you. He had
Nice.
bought too many, and he didn't want to just trash his leftover plants. So hell yeah, bring it to my house.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
We all know a Bigfoot. And first up is a very interesting clip. I'm gonna play the original part of the original first. It's 14 minutes, but I got timestamps. We're gonna just cut to the chase on that. And then we're gonna watch the breakdown clip. It's very interesting. Let me grab it. Get this ready. Video file. Bring up the original. Should pop up here. Oops. Okay. There is no audio on this. I don't know why. On the breakdown clip, you can actually hear the original audio. Why it's not on this, I don't know. But there you can see what they're filming. And apparently, it's been largely debated that this is a bear. Hey, Blackjack. See, right there, it looks like a bear's head, but saying it is not a bear. It's not a dog. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the breakdown clip of it. And hopefully you find it as interesting as I did.
Bigfoot Tony here. So let's start from the beginning of the sighting. Here we have a branch which is clearly being, not clearly, we can't see clearly, but more or less clearly that the subject here is letting go of the branch and letting it sort of swing back. We play that, we'll see. And you can see the head sort of going forward and back as if the figure, the creature, subject is reaching for the stick, leaning forward. Or leaning back, actually. And then forward again. There, back and forward, back. As if sort of interacting with the branch. Could possibly also be a young one holding on to the branch and letting it go. And it could also be the foot of the adult. We don't know. But what it isn't is a bird flying away. Okay, I'm not sure if this actually helps, but there's contrast added. That's why I did both contrast and no contrast added. Something interesting, what looks to be possibly a left nostril here. So I believe what we're seeing here is the left side profile of this subject, profile head. Possibly a left nostril and sort of the mouth, top lip maybe, because here what looks like to be the brow ridge, sort of two creases here, if you see what I mean. So the forehead, I don't know what you would call this, part of the head here. Same thing with contrast added. Sort of a brow ridge there and a sort of a...
I can see why people are
wrinkles,
saying it's a bear. I really do.
Yeah,
creases in the top of the head.
But I can also see
Possibly
why
the
some
nostril
people are
here.
saying that it isn't. And you'll see
Lump on
why
the back.
here in
Okay,
a
let's
little
move
bit.
along. What's next?
It gets pretty interesting.
Some of this I've already covered in the previous
To the point where I'm not sure
video
what the fuck
or two.
something is.
This is the I've already covered this, where the the hitting of the stone.
Holy. That's what's making the noise.
Coinciding with the movement and the jerking motion of the subject, meaning that this subject is making the noise.
Hey, Charles Green.
Holy.
Welcome.
That's what's making the noise.
And an enhanced version coming up.
Hey, Heck.
I will replay that.
Heck could be streaming live. Make sure you check out
Okay.
the show.
Here we have just another section which I've already shown before, which I believe it could be muscle or just fat on the back of the neck, where it's moving the arms, and somehow the connection, the motion, and the movement there with the skin, or whatever that is, moving also on the back of the neck. Okay, here we have, sort of scrolling forward here, nothing that I could see that was really significant. As always, I'll leave the link, the original link. So here we have
Probably like, I don't know. It's probably like,
an interesting point, an interesting part where the subject moves the head up here, and we see an eye. Now, whether that eye is belonging to the adult, or a young one possibly clinging to the head, which is something that's been looked into by Thinker Thunker and MK Davis and myself. A young one, then it's difficult to say what the eye is belonging.
Do you see where he's talking about what looks to be here?
Belonging to, but here we can see an eye, or what looks like an eye blinking. We scroll back and forth here. And as we scroll forward, it closes, as you can see, as the head moves forward. Now this could be the mouth, this could be the nose, who knows? It's just kind of a jumbled mess, really. If there is a young one on the head, clinging on as even monkeys do sometimes, then it would make sense that it's covering the face and we don't know what's what. So being as it would be quite well camouflaged. Here is where I explained that it's not a bear, because we can clearly see that the leaves in the foreground are creating this illusion that it has a snout and it's opening its mouth, when in fact it's not. It's just the leaves in the foreground creating the gap here, and also here, a false illusion, false outline. Here is a lump on the back, kind of, and you can see where it's moving.
That
So I
could be
thought
a
that was
young
interesting.
one, but it could also
Whether
be
it's actually
a
moving on
bear
its
cub,
own,
because
the lump on the back,
they jump
or
on
it's
the-
moving
they
because of
piggyback on their mom's
the way
backs, too.
the larger individual is moving. I don't know. I'll play that.
See, right there
stabilized.
looks like bear ears, don't it? You see,
Could just be the momentum of the larger individual moving.
no, I think that's
But nonetheless, it does seem to be a separate object, or unless it's connected.
See, do you see what I'm looking at that look like bear ears? Can you see my cursor? Probably can't see my cursor.
Like a tuft of hair, some kind of hair, and we have almost like possibly like a bald spot here, kind of a red color, reddy. There you can see the red coming through, or skin. Something here interesting. But you know, given
What are your thoughts?
the
Ted?
angle, given the angle and the view, we're not really able to make out many things.
Is it a bear? Is it a
Unfortunately.
wolf? Is it a Bigfoot?
Here's an interesting part.
Is it a guy in a suit?
We see something of a lighter color, same color as the object which is
And
on top of
see,
the
if
head.
you stop it right there, it's almost like you're looking at the face now. I can see what looks like an eye and a nostril. It's not the back of the head anymore. It looks like a Bigfoot face. I don't know what the hell it is. Because now I see what looks like a Bigfoot face. And it's
Which I'll
kind of
look into
creepy.
soon.
It's two
Moving
bears
from
making
right
out.
to left, from here to
Maybe
here, and the head of the larger individual
that
tilting
looks
as if trying
like,
to reach
I don't know,
for
maybe
that
that's the face. It looks like
individual, possibly for that smaller
terrifying face.
object, possibly a baby. Look at that hair, skin moving. It's difficult to know what's going on here.
Yeah, it really is.
Something is certainly going on. I wanted to show this part because some people are saying that it's odd that he would show point the camera to his own face. Well, I think this is definitely something that he's used to. It's definitely something that he has
There's
done
Sean.
in past videos. So it's kind of a natural thing for him. Maybe he feels some security.
But that's pretty much the end of that footage. At least, you know, most that you're gonna see of it. But I found it kind of interesting. It's hard to see what it is. It's hard to tell what it is. I'm not sure. I can see, you know, half the time it looked like a bear, and then at the very end, it kind of looked like a Bigfoot face staring right at you. I don't know. Tony, what is it?
I don't know. It looked an awful lot like a bear.
It did.
But
Looked an awful lot
just
like a bear.
with the camera angles and the brush, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. You know.
This next clip we're going to listen to is mostly sounds, but it is chilling because there's something you can hear howling along with the wolves.
Mm.
Let's take a listen.
Danny Staten here on Daydamn Blog. The wolves have returned. It's been since October or November since the last time I've heard this.
Children of the Night are singing.
They're close, but they're not real close. Earlier, something tripped the sensor light out here. See the light come on? We got the sensor lights hooked up.
That would be awesome.
I'm gonna get some more and put down here so when something comes through the woods, it'll light up.
You must get a lot of visitors.
Oh my God, YouTube, tell me. There's something howling with that wolf.
Reminds me of Timber trying to howl like the fire truck siren.
Hearing something walking in the leaves, too.
Don't go in there. Don't. They sound closer. Oh, we got a ways to go.
Boy, that was freaky.
That was. Anyways, these kind of howls go on for a while. But it's at the end where it gets really interesting. So we're going to jump ahead here a little bit.
Horrific sounds in the night.
Right there. It doesn't sound like a wolf.
Well, YouTube, if they get any closer, I'll try to get some better sounds than these. But I think I'll give you a pretty good example of the loud wolf sounds and the whatever the fuck that is right there hollering with them. This is Danny Staten on the Daddy Damn blog, shaking in the night with one hand on the camera and the other hand on a gun. Standing in my yard feeling somewhat exposed to catch this audio for you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for Daddy Dan. If they get closer and it gets louder, I'll come back on and make another video. Till next time.
So, yeah, right there at the end, it sounded like some dude was screaming for his life. I'm not so sure that was a wolf.
Horrific sounds in the night.
Right there. What the hell is that thing? I don't know. That would creep me out, I think. So is that a Bigfoot howling along with him?
I don't think so. It sounds like a bunch of coyotes, and it may be
Coyotes and wolves.
a dog in the neighborhood. You know, I mean, if my dogs heard
it could have been
that,
a fox, I suppose.
right, another
fox
type of
or-
animal.
Yeah.
I mean, if my dogs are outside and they hear that,
What?
they're going to join right in. You know.
Yeah.
Um.
All right, let's see what we're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna switch over to the paranormal now. This is, I don't know. I'm just gonna play it. See what you guys have to say about it. Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Oftentimes, security cameras are set up to capture thieves, criminals, and other people that are unwanted on the premises. But sometimes, these cameras can catch things that are a bit more uncanny. In the November of 2007, a man by the name of Jose was recently robbed, so he set up security cameras in order to stop unwanted thieves. But what he found was a bit more strange. Late in the night, Jose woke up to his dogs barking, only to see a pair of legs walking across his lawn. He decided to film his security recordings with a camera. What he saw was bizarre. The legs were supposedly 2 to 4 feet in height. They appeared to be covered by a white cloth of some sort and were walking right across Jose's property. Jose's footage and his property were investigated by Fact or Faked, a TV show that was on Sci-Fi. On the show, they tested out various claims to see if this footage was legit. They tested out a puppet and child tests to see what was actually on the footage, and what they ended up concluding is that this footage was real. This, however, was not the only sighting of these mysterious creatures known as...
All right. What the shit? First thoughts, Tony. Someone on stilts with a sheet.
It's
Or
tough.
is it some weird creature we don't know? I don't what the fuck? What are your first thoughts? What is it?
My first thoughts are if it's some type of apparition, it's not right, or if it's some type of otherworldly alien something, it's not right.
Yeah. It's
I
very odd. Even if that's somebody on stilts, the motion is so awkward. It's
I don't know. It's like it's almost like Jose's neighbor knew he got new cameras.
Could it
and
be
they-
CGI?
Let's mess with Jose tonight.
Yeah. But I mean that seems kind of elaborate. I don't know as far as pranks or hoax. Then again, I don't do that kind of thing, so maybe it isn't. I don't know. Chat, what the hell are those things?
Let's watch a little more of it, and I want to see more of this.
Okay. Blackjack Guitar says they're alien for sure. He's seen this clip
of
before.
Fresno night crawlers. In March of 2011, in Yosemite National Park, security
Yosemite.
cameras caught very similar creatures, 2 of which were walking down a trail. Though these creatures were caught with modern
Sean, are
technology,
those aliens?
their origins may go back a little further. Native Americans in the area suggested that these creatures might in fact be from a swamp planet, which is why they have such long legs. They also are said to bring peace to Earth and bring humans closer to nature, though we're not sure of what these strange Fresno nightcrawlers truly are. If you have any more suggestions, leave a comment below and make sure to subscribe, because remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer. That was on Sci-Fi.
Yeah,
On the show, they tested out various claims to see if this footage was legit. They tested out a puppet and child tests to see what was actually on the footage, and what they ended up concluding is that this footage was real. This, however, was not the only sighting of these mysterious...
Pause it again so we can see it. I think even if it's somebody that's using some sort of stilts or puppetry, their face still looks completely covered. It would be hard to see where you're going, let alone they're going downhill at a slant. And unless there's some sort of aliens, I don't know. If it's a hoax, it's pretty elaborate, but I don't know what the fuck that is. So yeah, I don't know. Is it something otherworldly? Yeah. It's too weird to make a judgment. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. If that's somebody that's somebody with a great imagination, if it's made up. That's that's some crazy shit. Here's some more crazy shit. Once again, McGee Paranormal. Go subscribe.
Hey guys, so as I said in last week's video, following the object placement test that I did where the bowl moved in front of me, I kind of continued doing that experiment because I'm determined to capture it again. You know, I like to repeat things, no it's not a fluke, and so I spent a week or so trying it, and even though I've not caught anything moving in front of me just yet, I did capture something on the nightly shoots that followed it, because I'd spend maybe 20 minutes or so asking the spirits to move it, you know, spirit box session, EVP session, just trying to get some kind of interaction. And when it didn't work, I would just kind of leave the cameras rolling and take myself to bed in the hopes of capturing something while I'm asleep. And on this particular occasion, I think it was about 2 hours after I went to bed, I caught this.
Somebody's moving around in the kitchen. Or something. Huh. Watch the bowl on the counter, Blackjack Guitar. The bowl on the counter has been moving.
So there were just a few things that I wanted to go through that I thought were interesting about this clip. To start with, obviously you've got the bowl moving around. As far as it goes, that's pretty self-explanatory. There's only so much you can really say about that. But right before it starts moving, there is a light anomaly that shoots up towards the ceiling. It sort of starts just above where the bowl is, and it shoots up
Somebody's
top right.
actually moving
And
around in the kitchen.
I can't say for sure that this is a paranormal orb, or that, you know, it's an apparition of any kind, because there's not quite enough evidence to back it up. But sort of hypothetically speaking, if this was a paranormal orb, why was it moving away from the object that was about to move? Like in the past, whenever I've caught an orb and some activity, it's been moving in the general direction of the object that moves. Whereas in this case, it's moving away. And the only conclusion I could personally come to that made any kind of sense is the fact that my bedroom is like directly above the kitchen. And if you actually look at the trajectory of the orb itself, it's actually moving towards my side of the bed, which is the closest to the door. And so the only thing I could think of is if this was paranormal, is that it's almost like it's trying to get my attention before the bowl moves. Like they've mustered the energy, now time to get me so that they can show me, kind of thing. I don't know, just an idea. The second thing that I noticed that maybe got missed was the reflection in the microwave while the bowl is moving. Now, it's not like a defining shape or anything. If you look at the microwave paneling, there's a highlighted spot where it's reflecting the IR light from the camera, and just for a few moments while the bowl is moving around, that spot gets brighter. Like there is a white spot that appears next to it. Now, it could be that maybe the IR light got brighter, like the polarity changed. It is a custom like IR light. There's every chance that it may be a slight malfunction, but nothing else in the room lit up. Like it's just this small spot. Surely if the IR light got brighter, other things would have been affected, but it's not. It's just this slight paneling got a little bit brighter on the right hand side and then fades off again. It doesn't stay there. So that was interesting. I honestly have no idea what to think of that. That one, if anything, I would be more likely to point towards the apparition side of things, but again, I'm going to leave it as unexplained, and I'm just pointing out for the...
All right. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. You ever seen strange flashes of light that you can't explain, or seen things move I've seen strange flashes of light. I have. This next one is pretty cool. And this is where we will start talking about our alien. This is some trail cam footage. Oops. Let's take a look. Here you go, Sean.
Various trail camera photos have been shared around, with the most interesting ones being those that contain something mysterious. This is exactly what happened with this trail camera, when it managed to take a photograph of a mysterious object in the sky, and then a matter of seconds later a giant humanoid on the ground. These photographs first made their way online back in 2015, with some saying they first appeared on Imager. The story goes that a trail camera was set up in this clearing in order to capture wildlife, and anything else that would occasionally wander on the property. However, when the owner checked the camera's notifications, they noticed that it had captured two mysterious photos, one showing a craft-like object,
Yeah.
and the next one showing a large humanoid standing in the clearing.
I took a picture of a UFO.
It said they were confused by this as the photos had only been taken a matter of seconds apart, and that the large humanoid standing in the field is far too large to be an ordinary human. The first photograph shows a disc, and it can be seen hovering just out of frame. The thing that people find the most interesting though is the large humanoid, as it's nowhere to be seen in the previous
This
picture,
almost seems like it's
causing
a
some to
strange
question how it suddenly appeared in the next picture so quickly.
It's odd.
Interestingly, there's many that have made the connection between UFOs and
Badass.
Bigfoot, saying that whenever someone witnesses a Bigfoot, shortly after a UFO is usually seen.
It's not the first time I've heard that.
This has
either.
caused a variety of different theories to be put forward to try and explain this, with some suggesting that it may just be a coincidence, while others say the two may be linked.
All right, let me stop and ask you, Tony. Where do you lie on the whole Bigfoot is alien? Where are you on, as far as that goes?
My take on it is
Yeah.
I do think that there is some sort of rare animal species out there in the world.
Do you think Bigfoot is some sort of aliens though that are like you
Well,
say dropped off by spaceships and
I do think that
Chad are Bigfoot aliens?
there are life elsewhere,
Oh, there should
but I don't
hope so.
think my take is I
be. A
don't
cyborg
think
Sasquatch.
that either one has anything to do with each other. And I've heard that a few times also, but I believe a lot of each of them, but as far as Bigfoot is alien and there is a correlation there, I say no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no
That-
idea. I know it's not the first time that I've heard that whenever there's a Bigfoot sighting, usually there's a UFO sighting not long after, or when you see a UFO sighting not long after, there's a Bigfoot sighting. It's not the first, so I'm just kind of wondering. I don't think they're aliens. Maybe they communicate with them somehow. I don't know. Maybe interdimensional.
Well,
I think they
when
have some sort of they have to have some sort of I don't know. There's got to be something about them. I do think there's something about them. What it is, I don't know. But I believe they're very special, a very special species indeed.
I
Here we go.
believe that
There's always been speculation
sorry, go
amongst
ahead.
UFO research.
I
sorry.
believe the alien stuff, that the sightings and the stuff and how they look, there's similarities between the large hands and the large head and littler bodies, but do they appear as big, hairy, ape-like? No, I don't think so.
No, whenever you see aliens, they're usually one of the three. There's like the little ones, but they all look similar. They all have like the big oval shaped eyes, like the grays. You know,
Right, right.
they all look similar to that, and never a Bigfoot. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That right there, that thing, that looks like it's pretty big though.
Well, that right
lectures
there
out
is
the
kind of
probability of
hard to
coincidence
tell.
between the strange
it
sightings
is.
of a large ape-like creature known as Bigfoot and the sightings of unidentified flying objects located in the same region. Though there are many that seem to refuse to engage in the conversation.
Yeah, that right there, what's it saying? Looked like it was interdimensional because you can see the trees through. Yeah, it's an amazing shot. If that's not edited or photoshopped in any way, that's an amazing shot.
Relative to this strange connection, there are important stats to note about this strange correlation. After the creation of the independent organization known as the Mutual Unidentified Flying Objects Network, or MUFON for short, a lot of information was gathered about various sightings of UFOs and extraterrestrial activity, and data had been compiled for years about different facts and connections made. Among these connections, the MUFON organization made a startling realization. There were mainly only 3 different extraterrestrial types that existed. The first most commonly cited extraterrestrial was referred to as the Greys,
Yeah, right there.
a
That's
species that
usually
was on average to be 3 to 4
what
feet
you
tall,
see an alien looking like.
grey-skinned with large black eyes, small mouths and large oval-shaped heads. They would commonly appear to be very humanoid in nature, and are the most recognized figure of alien life across popular mainstream media and science fiction works. The second
And I just want to say one thing. People seem to say, well, is it going to be a friendly meeting, or, you know, when it is announced, when they do actually make it known or become public? No. What you hear about them and humans, I mean, they're kidnapping and torturing us, so please don't think it's going to be a friendly meeting by any means, because I don't think it's going to be. I think they're going to come here and kick our ass.
The most commonly seen extraterrestrial sightings were referred to as the Nords. The Nordic aliens were named as such given the fact that they appear to be very similar to the descriptions of Old Norse gods, and of the Scandinavian people at large. Most witness accounts describe these strange Nordic aliens as having a milky white complexion, brilliant blue eyes, white hair and dressed in the apparel of white clothing, but except from this appear to look completely human. It's important to keep these 2 extraterrestrial sightings in mind, as they are some of the most commonly cited creatures when it comes to UFOs.
How are we going to destroy ourselves?
But most important, we need to look at the 3rd most common ET sighting, the Sasquatch. Oddly enough, it appeared that the 3rd most common sighting of an alien being was that of Bigfoot. Many people who encountered strange UFO sightings wrote witness reports of sources landing in a Bigfoot coming out, or encountering a Bigfoot in the forest only for it to disappear like a ghost, and for moments later to see a nearby unidentified flying object to immediately take off. These cases also do not include single encounters with the Sasquatch, and only include reports regarding a definitive extraterrestrial account. Could it be then that the Sasquatch is another race of extraterrestrial visiting our planet?
I don't.
Are they more fascinated with forests than other areas?
I don't know.
Given the fact that the majority of Sasquatch sightings are around forested locations. Researchers have looked through the data and made a startling connection, not amongst UFO statistics, but rather of ancient mythologies found throughout the world. Many past alien enthusiasts have made the connection between aliens and gods, putting forth the theory that perhaps the gods of the past were merely aliens, guiding and influencing the evolution of our species. But another connection that is yet to be made has been found by our researchers, and this was during the analysis of the Bigfoot project. The Sasquatch eerily fits the description of giants,
True of Bigfoot.
scattered throughout.
Then I'm gonna posit what other species are alien on this planet already, and we don't know.
Mythologies around the world is references to creatures similar to that of gods, but often regarded differently due to their large size. The Greeks referred to them as titans, the Jews as the Nephilim, the Norse as giants, and even myths of the isolated Easter Island inhabitants and their religions talk about giants, first inhabiting the region and constructing the massive megalithic structures, most commonly known today as the Easter Island heads. In fact, many megalithic structures from around the world are surrounded by myths of giants constructing them, including ancient
I believe
hieroglyphics
that's what they are. The
depicting
Moai.
giants walking amongst the ancient Egyptians and their constructions. Many different religions, cultures, and mythologies provide information of their definitions and descriptions of these giants, of that fit the modern day descriptions of the Sasquatch. As mentioned, this idea comes from the fact that many eyewitnesses have described seeing a Bigfoot creature after seeing a UFO, and what's strange is that these large humanoids do seem to vanish in the wild. Perhaps researchers have been looking at this all wrong, and instead of the Bigfoot being a primitive, sluggish-like creature, it's actually linked to the mysterious crafts that have been witnessed in our skies for the last few hundred years. Some amateur researchers have said these topics need to be taken more seriously, and that this world is much more than what we make out,
Oh, for sure.
and until we start looking outside of the box, we'll never truly understand what these things are.
So, I'll ask one last time, chat. Are Bigfoot some sort of alien being? And you know, why would they be here if they are? I mean, they're not if their job is to spy on humans, they're not very good at it. Or are they is it to test humans in some sort of thing that we don't know about? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not sure if we got time for this last one. Let me see. This is 13 minutes. No, we don't. All right. I guess we'll open it up to chat comments. Tony, what are your thoughts?
I think that those things are individual things. I think that the Bigfoot is actually a earthbound rare animal that is out there and has been for hundreds of years, that we just don't know a lot about. Um, I do think that aliens could possibly come here in the past. There is compelling stuff in the
There
world
is.
that says that that is true. Is it true? I can't say, but if it is true, I think that aliens that come here are aliens. Bigfoot is an animal here like a human or a dog or a bear or anything else. I don't think they have their Bigfoots are not aliens or
Supernatural or
supernatural
interdimensional.
or anything. Although I guess now that you mention that, I guess it could be possible to see a ghost of a um, Sasquatch.
Sure.
I guess that's possible.
I suppose you're right.
But as far as a craft coming down, Bigfoot gets out, walks through the woods, disappears. No, 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 no. I don't think so.
Right. Yeah. Hold back the Chewbacca jokes, everybody.
Right, right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, next week I'm starting the clip. Our last clip was 8 declassified UFO sightings with real evidence, and unfortunately we ain't gonna have time for this show. But next Saturday we will get to that clip. Sean, I promise. Sean's big into aliens, and I fertilized the tomato plants again this morning, and I'll go water them between shows, so you know I'm taking care of them. Chat, any last comments, questions, or concerns, or complaints? Not that we'll listen to the last, but you could try.
Sure, we will.
No, we won't. What do you got coming up on Show Me Your Pick?
Show me your pick. The Beach Boys going to the beach tonight.
Everybody's going surfing?
Yeah, man. Good vibrations to be had by all.
By all. Make sure
Yeah.
you tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Even Lulu wants to go to the beach.
Guitar Hack is streaming, I believe, at 10. And then, of course, the Late Late Show, the Saturday Night Live with Johnny Bean. Make sure to check that out. We still got 4 minutes. Sunday nights, Halenville Live at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Right?
10
And who
p.m.
are you having on tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. Johnny Charles Green will stop by. No telling. Kurt. You never really know on that show. You never know.
Nope,
Could be a host of Halen heads who stop by.
Could be.
Yeah, you never
I just know that every show since the beginning has been pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Yeah.
Is it hard not to go long? I mean, I know you're an hour ahead of me.
Hard not to go long. I could talk Van Halen all damn night, girl.
Is there an absolute time when you know there is, without a doubt, I'm not going past this time?
Well,
is that like 2 a.m.?
the thing that gets in my way, me being here on the East Coast, 10 o'clock on a work night, once we get past midnight, I start to think, oh gosh, I got to get up. Holy moly, you know. But it hard not to go long. No, easy to go long.
Blackjack says hi, little doggy.
Yeah.
Charles Green says great stuff. Thank you, Charles. We are going to see you shortly. You are joining the beach party. Show me your pick here in just a little bit.
Join the beach party.
Thank you so much, Jeff K. Appreciate it.
Bring
Later
the
on,
keg.
hope to see you tonight. Yep, I will be there. What is this now? No way. Tawny
Really?
Katane
Wow.
Oh, damn. I didn't know
hear
that. That's too bad. I mean, wow.
Wow. I did not hear that. I know today, May 8th, is Alex Van Halen's birthday.
It's also National Motorhead Day.
Ah.
The 8th of May. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's kind of.
Here's I think we gave Mars away in a galactic war, and we are pilgrims from. Holy shit! Are we really?
How did she pass? I don't know who mentioned that in the chat, but
I think that was Blackjack. If you know how she passed, let us know. Oops. Here we go. Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, that was Blackjack Guitar Note that said that.
Lucy.
Well, how are you all doing there, Sasquatch World from British Columbia, Canada, up in the northern area? Well, thanks for tuning in, Peter. Hope you join us again. We're doing good. Doing good. They didn't know this morning, and they don't know. Okay. Well, damn, that's a shame. It's too bad. I hate to end the show on that note, so I'm gonna say, please consider subscribing. If you just click on the subscribe and then ring the bell right next to it, and click on all to never miss an upload from this channel. Make sure to visit the gift store. Got some dang designs in there. Make sure you check them out. No joke, man. If you're feeling kindness in your heart, generosity does help you live longer. So hit that PayPal link. Any last words, Tony and Barky?
Nope. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes.
Nice to
Don't
see
forget
you. And thanks
to
for
call your
coming by.
mother.
Happy Mother's Day.
Make sure to call your mother.
Yeah.
All right. Call your mom, people. She loves you.